Right, let's talk about the Jeddah ePrix, the two races, the first doubleheader of this season of Formula E, with two very different results. There was some similarity in there, in that in both races there was a Jaguar on the podium. But that's sort of it. In the first race, it was Pascal Wehrlein who managed to make the most of the different strategies in the pit boost race to end up with the first win of the season for himself and for Porsche, with Ada Mortara getting second place from Mahindra, having already picked up the pole position, as a good run from Mitch Evans as well. You did feel a bit for the likes of Zane Maloney, and obviously for Nick De Vries, who didn't even get the chance to start the race. But when it came to Maloney's, it was just really unfortunate. It's one of those things that the Jeddah track has, and I get that the layout is quite conducive to racing, and it does work for Formula E, but for a Saudi Arabia ePrix, I still prefer Diriyah. I still prefer that kind of formula, no pun intended, that I felt was the pedigree of Formula E racing. I guess we'll see whether or not I'm right or wrong when we get to the next one in Madrid at Jarama. But the thing is, I did like the Tormo track back in the day. Talk about the second race, and yeah, a first Jaguar win for Antonio Felix da Costa. Afdak ended up getting what he's been looking for with that switch to Jaguar. And it was Jaguar Powertrain's first and second was Seb Buemi, whilst third place was Oliver Rowland, who, as the reigning champion, has had a quiet season so far. Yet again, pole position went the way of Ada Mortara. The fastest lap in this race, though, went the way of Pepe Marte, who, well, this was looking like it would be a good weekend for Cooper Kiro. And then they sort of drove into each other with a couple of laps to go. Yeah, it was unfortunate, let's say. But it was interesting that we managed to get all cars still running at the end. And all of them still in the lead lap. Even if it was just about for the likes of De Vries and Dennis. Dennis, who picked up a puncher, started second. Was looking at running well. Was running up towards the top at some points. And then, yeah. Ends up down in 19th. Zane Maloney got a top 10 in qualifying and was way down at the end. Norman Nato had some good runs of form. Ends up 13th in race 1, and in race 2, 17th. I mean, he only qualified 15th for race 2, but still. This feels so peak Formula E, and if I then go across to the standings, you can kind of see what I mean. Pascal Wehrlein leading the championship on 68 points. Ada Mortara is second on 62. Then Rowland is third on 49. Nick Cassidy is fourth on 48. Fifth place is Mitch Evans on 47. And then you get your first repeat for team, or even for Powertrain. Nico Müller, sixth on 45 points for Porsche. What it means is Porsche is leading the way when it comes to manufacturers and teams. It's quite convincing in the teams. It's nearly 30 points over Jaguar TCS Racing, from Mahindra in third, from Citroën, from Envision, from Nissan down in sixth place. But then you look at the manufacturers, and it's 19 points between them and Jaguar. Stellantis, it's a distant third. It's nearly getting to the point where we're talking about half the points of Porsche. Mahindra, granted Mahindra are just Mahindra, but they're on 70 points. They're on less than half the points of the championship leaders, and that's only after 5 rounds. How many do we have this year? We have, what, 17? So in some cases, the full scale of it is becoming apparent. But elsewhere, especially when it comes to the drivers, Formula E is still very much itself. I can look forward to what the next challenges are. I'm going to go off and celebrate what remains of my birthday. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you around soon. And till next time, as always, bye for now.